Pop YouTube, we back with another video, man. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you get in that comment section. Let me know what's up. Let me know you in the building. Before we go anywhere, before we even get this video started, I gotta give a shout out to the first people to comment on my last couple videos. Shout out to Dr. Phil 2369. Shout out to Aether Draw 1281. And shout out to Eslam 208, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. Look, I appreciate every comment, every view, every subscription. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's 468 real niggas in this family right now, man. Take a second, stand up. There's a lot of real ones in here now, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? It's still a bunch of unsubscribed. Why y'all sitting around? Y'all part of the family. I need to get on their ass or something, man. They're not hitting the subscribe button. You standing there, you're not doing nothing. Like, look, man. All I'm gonna say is, join the family.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
Today we're reacting to the insane rise of Austin Reaves, aka him, aka AR-15, aka leave him open in his green. Look, all I'm gonna say is LeBron hit the point milestone. The Lakers made it to the Western Conference Finals, and the rise of Austin Reaves, man, that's the top 3 storylines of the NBA season. And Austin Reaves is low-key #1. If you drive around LA, there's Austin Reaves posters everywhere. They clearly got to bring bro back. You feel me? They gotta retool the team. You know, it's a lot of star talent free agents out there, and I mean, it's gonna be lit. But you know, Austin Reaves is the driving force behind all this, man. Let's get into this video, man. I'm talking too much.
The Los Angeles Lakers,
AD.
a team that unbelievably after a 2-10 start is now considered one of the favorites to win the NBA championship. And while much of the credit for the turnaround should rightfully go to LeBron James and Anthony Davis, it's the Lakers' much improved supporting cast that has been a big boost to this team.
Nah, Lakers supporting cast low-key went crazy in the playoffs. Like, I'm not gonna say they did it consistently, but like they got enough help like around all their players in the right moment for, you know, them to be able to make the Western Conference Finals.
And perhaps the most important player in that group is good old Hillbilly Kobe,
I'm
a player
crying.
who's risen.
Hillbilly Kobe, is that what they call him? That's why I ain't gonna lie, I need a new nickname. You're not calling me Hillbilly Kobe. Kobe cool. Hillbilly, no, is he from some like Alabama town, or like why Hillbilly? Maybe he really is from the South or something too. I don't know.
From a backup on a 2-way
Right.
contract to the 3rd star for the Lakers.
Oh, that's a good
This
layup.
is the incredible rise of Austin Reaves because honestly, it's almost too crazy to believe.
Come on, man. Free to bro Austin Reaves. You heard him. Run that back one more time. Just to set the vibe for the video.
This is the incredible rise of Austin Reaves because honestly, it's almost too crazy to believe. Our story begins where all great stories do, Newark, Arkansas, where Austin Reaves is something of a high school basketball legend. In his first ever year at Cedar Ridge High School, Reaves helped the Timberwolves win their first ever 2-way state title in 2013 before repeating again in 2014. Other highlights from his high school career include dropping 73 points in a triple overtime win.
Yeah, 73. Okay. That's kind of wild. I didn't like 73 points is actually kind of crazy, but I be telling people, we know who Austin Reaves is now, but like 90% of the NBA was averaging like 45 points in high school. So like him scoring 73 don't even surprise me. But damn, I didn't even back-to-back state titles, man. These NBA players really be having their way in high school.
Against Forest City and averaging 32.5 points,
Hey,
8.8 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game as a senior.
He
en
been
route to
putting
a
up numbers.
35-3 record and the 3A state title. In the state tournament his senior year, he actually upped his numbers, averaging an insane 43.3 points per game over 4 games. Despite putting up stellar stats and losing only 16 games in his 4-year high school career, Reaves was playing 3A basketball in Arkansas, hardly a hotbed of talent, and he went largely unrecruited. He was a 3-star prospect, and he only received offers from Arkansas State, South Dakota, and Wichita State.
Do you think like, I mean, how much do you think exposure plays a part into like becoming like a big player? Do you feel like, I don't know, because with somebody averaging 40 points, I don't know if it was 40 points the whole season, but I think they said he averaged 30 at one point. It's like, how is somebody averaging 30 and going unnoticed? Like, it's the levels, because they probably feel like he's not playing top tier talent, so we're not about to really rate it on the same level of somebody who's averaging 30 and they playing a national circuit. Okay, I feel that.
Despite both his parents playing collegiately at Arkansas State, Reaves went with Wichita State and the opportunity to play under Greg Marshall. But a combination of shoulder injuries and being stuck behind Landry Shamet in the rotation meant Reaves really didn't get that many opportunities his first 2 years in college.
Landry Shamet slammed him out.
Although when given an opportunity, he showed flashes of the star he would one day become, like when he had a program record 7 3-pointers in the first half of a 90-71 win over Tulsa in 2018.
Austin Reaves did something I don't think I've ever seen, made 7 straight threes in the first half.
After 2 years as mostly a backup at Wichita, Reaves transferred to Oklahoma and after sitting out a year, really began to make a name for himself. He redshirted his first year in Norman, and during his redshirt year,
I didn't
Reaves
even know
hit
he
the
went to
weights
Oklahoma.
hard, adding 20 pounds of muscle mass and coming into the 2019 season at his very best. He averaged 14.7 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game as a junior, including a 41-point outburst against TCU in their final game of the year, where Reaves rallied the Sooners from a 19-point deficit and hit the game-winning shot. As a senior, Reaves led the Sooners in scoring, rebounding, and assists, and even managed to get them a win in the NCAA tournament against Missouri. Although he
was doing this whole time, I had no clue. Like, I feel like I low-key been stopped paying attention to college basketball, but damn, 41 is crazy. I don't even remember hearing about that game like at all. Oklahoma must have really been not on nothing that year.
Still had a year of eligibility remaining, Reaves decided 5 years of college was enough and he was going to try his luck in the NBA draft. Reaves went undrafted, but landed a 2-way contract with the Lakers less than a week later. Apparently the Pistons were interested in drafting him with the 42nd overall pick, also on a 2-way contract, but the night before, the Lakers had made it clear to Reaves that if he went undrafted, they would sign him to a 2-way.
Shout out to the Pistons for fumbling the bag.
With the option to pick between Detroit and LA, he chose the Lakers.
No doubt.
This had to feel good for Reaves, who grew up as a Lakers fan. Apparently, his grandmother was a diehard Kobe fan, and a young Austin developed an affinity for the Black Mamba as well. Of course, he was now going to be teammates with LeBron James, which makes this meme that he actually posted in 2012 all the funnier in hindsight.
Make it cold.
With AC Pro, anyone can recharge their car's AC. Like a pro. Be a pro with AC Pro.
New Dove Men Body Wash gives you 24 hours of nourishing micro moisture. That means your skin still feels healthy and smooth now, and now too. Get healthier, smoother feeling skin all day.
Reaves made the most of his time with the Lakers Summer League team, averaging 7.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game, and even hitting a putback game winner to seal a victory over the Suns. Reaves' strong Summer League was rewarded less than 2 months later when his 2-way contract was converted to an official NBA contract. For his first year in the league, considering he was an undrafted rookie playing in a huge market next to 3 future Hall of Famers, he actually got a pretty decent amount of playing time. As the Lakers season rolled on and their old age and defensive problems became more and more noticeable, they started experimenting with different lineups, including giving a lot of their younger players more and more playing time, with Reaves being one of those younger players.
Who have we been talking about for the last 2 months? Stanley Johnson, Monk, and Reaves.
I ain't gonna lie, Lakers was really pooped that year. They had a crazy roster, but it was dead trash.
Know why? Because they're young and they hustle.
Like trash for like championship
until
standards.
the end of the season, he started in all but 3 of the games he played in, and throughout that time, he showed flashes of what was to come. There was his incredible game-winning 3 against the Mavericks, where he also 100% got fouled. His best performance, though, was the Lakers' last game of the year when he posted a 31-point, 16-rebound, 10-assist triple-double in a road win against the Denver Nuggets. His most notable moment, though, was definitely when he and LeBron created one of the best NBA memes of recent times. This, along with the Hillbilly Kobe nickname,
somebody send me that meme,
and his consistent effort even during a rough season for the Lakers led to him becoming a big fan favorite. This season for Reaves, though, began a lot like last season. Early in the season, the Lakers were playing terribly. They were experimenting with their lineups seemingly every night just to find anything that would work.
Nah, this is the first season I've ever seen LeBron dead miss layups. Like, shit is wild.
And Reaves kind of got lost in the shuffle. He was showing signs of improvement, but he still often found himself coming off the bench behind Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, and bafflingly, Patrick Beverley. He had some highlights early in the season, my personal favorite being a November game against the Pistons, where he ran into some women who were sitting courtside and then proceeded to ball out the rest of the game while Jordan Poole felt a disturbance in the force. But it was really after the Lakers roster shakeup at the trade deadline.
Yo, the running joke is like every time Jordan Poole sees a baddie, he goes off for like 55. This is crazy. It really be like that though. Some niggas see girls and they just turn into MJ.
that Reaves really started to establish himself as the most important player of the Lakers supporting cast. Personally, I was always skeptical of Reaves because fans and media have a bad habit of overhyping Lakers role players. Kyle Kuzma comes to mind. Remember that? When Lakers fans were convinced that Kuzma, KCP, and a first could land them a superstar? I mean, I guess they weren't wrong. Even still, up to this point, Reaves was still kind of considered a gadget guy at best and a meme guy at worst. You know, the type of player who finishes in the top 10 of All-Star voting ahead of Anthony Edwards and Chris Paul despite only averaging 10 points per game. But it cannot be overstated just how important Reaves has been to the Lakers' recent success.
Okay, Reaves.
With Russell Westbrook leaving at the trade deadline, Reaves stepped right into his role as the primary ball handler off the bench.
See, that's when Reaves transformed into him when he started just, it's that swag, man. You gotta have it.
Or eventually graduating to the starting lineup. He increased his output from 10.5 points and 2.1 assists per game before the All-Star break to 17.6 points and 5.5 assists per game after the All-Star break. And the highlights just get better and better. There was his 35.6 rebounds, 6 assists performance against the Orlando Magic where he scored the Lakers' final 10 points to secure the win. Or there was his 28.6 assist performance to help the Lakers secure a pivotal late season win on the road in Utah. But my personal favorite is when he hit a floater over former teammate Patrick Beverley and then proceeded to taunt him with the two spot.
I remember that.
The same to LeBron only a few days prior. He played so well that he even signed a shoe deal with Chinese brand Riggerer, and his first shoe, the AR1, is dropping in May of 2023. Reaves has just been...
Should I cop some AR1s? I think so. I think I'm gonna cop some AR1s.
Everything the Lakers could want in a third star. He can play at the 1, the 2, or the 3. He's an excellent distributor. Seriously, this guy is one of the most underrated passers in the entire NBA. He's comfortable being the primary ball handler and running the offense. He can attack the rim. He can shoot threes. He's also bizarrely good at getting to the free throw line, averaging 6.3 attempts per game since the All-Star break. That's 20th best in the league and better than Kawhi, KD, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and even LeBron himself.
I need to step y'all game up, man. I ain't gonna lie, he don't play out of himself. That's the thing too. Like, he really don't try to do too much. Sometimes that shit can really go against you. This year, Austin Reaves, most improved player for a fact.
But the most impressive thing about Reaves' recent play is that this guy just seems utterly unflappable. There is no bigger stage in the NBA than playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, and there is no more demanding NBA fan base than Laker Nation. Except maybe Warriors fans who don't know life pre-Stephen Curry. And the pressure of playing under the bright lights of Hollywood comes before you also factor in that he's playing next to one of the 2 greatest players of all time. A guy who has had plenty of teammates freeze up in big moments before. George Smith. Kyle Korver. Sorry. And yet, time and time again, Reaves has proven that he is more than comfortable playing on the big stage. Even in the playoffs, Reaves is showing no signs of slowing down, improving his averages post-All-Star break while shooting over 41% from 3. After he dropped 23 points, including 14 in the fourth quarter on 5 of 5 shooting in the Lakers' Game 1 win against the Grizzlies, LeBron just gushed about the guy, remarking how much he and the rest of the Lakers trust him. But aside from his recent play and his clutchness, what impresses me personally the most about this guy is his work ethic. Think about it. This is a guy who wasn't a freak athlete, wasn't recruited out of high school, had to transfer in college, went undrafted, and wasn't a consistent starter until like a month ago. At every point of his basketball career, he's faced adversity. He's never been the biggest, he's never been the fastest, he's never been the most skilled, and yet here he is, the secret weapon for a Lakers team with legitimate championship aspirations. He's gone from a meme player to a legitimate NBA starter.
That's how it be, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, them guys that just take their time and just like build their skill set up and just like, it almost seemed like they got good out of nowhere, but no, like they just been slowly but surely working their way up to the top this whole time, and like the league is on notice now, because I feel like next season is gonna be a lot harder for him to go off the way he did. But you're gonna see, man. You gotta get in the lab in the summer. Yeah.
Who in free agency is likely to attract a pretty significant offer. Reaves has admitted in interviews that he wants to stay with the Lakers.
And I want to be a Laker. So, and hopefully we can get this done and I can stay there.
But also that he understands the NBA is a business. So, Lakers front office, you essentially already got the situation wrong once when you let Caruso walk for nothing in 2021. So here's your chance at a do-over. And it should be an easy choice because Austin Reaves has earned every penny of the contract he eventually gets. He's a player who's made the most of his abilities and year after year only gets better. Take notes, Ben Simmons.
Hey, yo.
So you've reached the end of the...
Why he just come for Ben Simmons like that?
video, and this narration was actually written and voiced by Synthetic Sports. So if you want to hear more from me, consider checking out my channel in the link down in the description. Big thank you to Nonstop Sports for having me. I had a great time writing and recording this. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to Nonstop. They make some of the best sports content on YouTube, and hopefully I'll see some of you over on my channel in the near future.
What if you could do
Okay, how many points y'all think Austin Reaves going to average this season? And where y'all think the Lakers going to place in the seeding for the Western Conference? Who y'all think they going to sign in the offseason? Are they going to win the ring next year? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get in that comment section. And until next time, man, we signing off.